Welcome to a time-inspired Remastered draft league with Simon. And this is one of my favorite formats ever, so this ought to be fun. I think Remand is already a card I'm really interested in. It's a really great card in Limited. It's a huge tempo swing when you counter a 5-drop. And yeah, they can play it again, but you get the card and the tempo. And I think blue is going to be great. Some cool cards here. Draw and the Lich Lord was good in Constructed, not so much in Limited. It has the Phyrex and a Gate or drawback. Maribor is solid. Shiva Midor is solid. You have Madrid is solid. Now if this were the Pyroheme I would be more interested, but I think Remand is good, and let's take that. Alright, speaking of counterspell, there's now Disdainful Stroke. I'm less excited about that. I think it's probably playable, but I don't know. Hypergenesis, let's just do a small check what that's worth. Not worth a lot, so it's also bad in Limited. Gotham Raiders is solid. You can play this in a mono blue deck because the morph is discard a card. This card is also fine. It counters more for 1 mana, and in the late game it can counter anything. Like Citadel Wood Readers 2. And rest of the cards are kind of mediocre, I think. I think Disdainful Stroke is worse than Spellburst. So I think it's between Spellburst, Citadel Wood Readers, and Gotham Raiders. I think Gotham Raiders keeps me open. So even though it is a red card, it's better in blue-red, but you can still play this on turn 3 and just ambush someone. Oh, so here's the Armageddon of the set. This is Boom Bust. It's pretty bad. I mean, 6 mana Armageddon, not so great. I don't like Clouds either. It's just the cards it makes are too weak. Relic Mutation is sort of an unreliable removal spell, but was okay. And Judging on Worth is solid. I think I like Terramorphic Expanse. It's just a solid card. And if there were something else that was great here, I might take it. But I think most of the cards here are mediocre. I like a Judge on Worth, but blue-white I think was not the greatest color combination just because it had so hard getting rid of cards permanently. So this set has a lot of hard to answer cards. Okay, so here we got a good one. Duskrider Peregrine. Protection from black is huge because a lot of removal is black. Now this was back in the day, so Ursa's Factory was playable, but still this is even slow even for this set. Gorgon Reckless is also a solid card. I think this used to be uncommon. And blue-black could be a good madness color. So it's between Duskrider Peregrine and Gorgon Recluse. And I think I like the Duskrider Peregrine. Oh, did I just pick Gorgon Recluse? I didn't know that. Anyway, this pack is easy. 4C is just great. This is Tamiya's Epiphany, but this format is much slower than War of the Spark, so I think 4C is just awesome. Strangling Suit will be my next card, then I could splash the black, but 4C is just the nuts. So, leaning towards blue and got a solid black card. I just have to check whether that card was an uncommon. Gorgon Recluse. No, it was a common. Okay, I misremembered then. Okay, we're back and we got now Amro Scout, which I think is good. And the rest of the cards are kind of bad. This is an interesting card. It can completely host a red opponent, I guess. But I think Amro Scout is good. So now I wish I had the Peregrine, but what are you going to do? Okay, so now we got some interesting cards. We have another Gorgon Reckless, we have Dunride Outlaw, which is kind of whatever. Logic Knot's okay, but Momentary Blink is very interesting. It's the damage doesn't stack anymore. It used to be somewhat of a bomb. It's still a fine card, but it has lost some potential. I could just take Gorgon Reckless and try to pick up Madness cards. This is a powerful card. So 2-4 that really gums up the ground, and then if you get any Madness outlet, it is good. So I think I'm gonna take that and be blue-black Ixalan Jailer. Basically just a 2-1. I guess it hosts some graveyard, but it also hosts your own stuff, so yeah, I still don't like Mana Tithe, and I think it's time to pick up a Logic Knot, just a fine card. And we got some... oh, here we have a Madness Art. It's actually perfect, because you can play this on turn 3, and then on turn 4 you can get this into play for free. And then you didn't lose anything to get a 2/2 haster. So there's a nice synergy card. And we also have a Gotham Raiders to combo with Gorgon Reckless, like instant speed ambush maybe. So... let's look here. We have a little expensive curve, but this Gotham Raiders is a free drop. And Logic Knot can be a free drop if you have the mana to spare. You usually can counter anything then. And then later in the game it just becomes a counterspell almost. If you got a stocked graveyard, it acts as a counterspell, which is nice. And Remastered is solid, also puts a card in your graveyard for Logic Knot. So, kind of see if I can get abused in some way, maybe a looter or something. Okay, so here is the Spell Burst then, which is my third counterspell. Now, this is a format that has Suspend, which means the counterspell gets better because you can plan for when you get the card. Morg Marshals is solid, but yeah. It's interesting. Blue-black. This is different from Time Spiral Block, which is my favorite format ever. This is a little different, and I am a little confused because it's hard to know how it's gonna play out to have everything. Okay, I still think this card is bad, but when you have a double Gorgon Reckless, it becomes more interesting. So I guess I'll take that. It is not unplayable, but it's fine, I guess. And here I can take Feebleness for the sideboard. I guess Bewilder might be better. And don't like main decking it. Ah, another combo, I guess. Right, let's take that, see if we can get something to abuse here. I'll take that. And now, I don't think this card is playable on its own, but another thing is that with this card you can block, put a trigger on the stack and then bounce it, so it kind of works like damages on the stack in a way. Knight of the Reliquary. But we have Ancestral Vision. I remember this card being like almost a bomb in this format, because if you play it on turn 1 you almost always win the game. And if you draw it like on turn 4 it's still fine, whereas later it's bad. Yeah, so Knight of Reliquary is a great card, but I'm gonna take Ancestral Vision here. So yeah, Ancestral Vision. Ramming Up Ruins. There is another 4C. At this point I'm becoming a little wary of having too many card draw spells. I think I can take 4C and then it's fine. This is a slower format, so I think it's okay, but after this I'm gonna be a little bit less loose on that. Okay, a third Gorgon Reckless, so now we can really make that work. And just see here, yeah, whatever. So 3 Gorgon Reckless now, basically taking any Madness outlet I can see. And this is looking like a really controlling deck with the card draw and stuff. Okay, so now we got Chromatic Star, which doesn't do a ton. Dreamscape Artist, which works again with the Gorgon Recklesses, I guess. And Faithless Devourer, which is okay. You don't often get to take anything, but it is a 2/1 unblockable for free, which is not what this deck wants, I don't think. Dreamscape plus Gorgon Recluse means I get to get 2 lands into play. And it also makes me able to splash something with the expansion, so I think I take that. And I can splash anything. And not anything, but I can splash like a 1 mana colored card. Yeah. And this is a nice madness card in the sense that it's good at ambushing cards. Urborg. Okay. There's another deep cavern imp. I think Urborg is worth a lot. Check here. Yeah, it's worth 3 tickets. That's too much. I'm gonna take Urborg. It's also mana fixes me. And it's not like Deep Cavern Imp is a bomb in my deck. It's just solid. But I'm not passing up 3 tickets here. And yeah. Now also another card which I think is in the set is Tendrils of Corruption. That becomes much better with this. Basically becomes deal damage anything you have. Oh! Gurmag Angler is a solid card, but there is also Dark Withering, which is looking great. I have so many madness outlets. So even though Gurmag Angler is a great card, I think, and their return would also be fine. I think Dark Withering is better here. We're back. We have Streifrich now, which is... I took Dark Withering, by the way. Streifrich is just awesome because there's no downside. You can just cycle it for 2 life if it's bad. Mostly against non-black deck. But against black deck, it's a 3/4 unblockable. So I'm really excited about that. And just rock solid. The tapper is fine, but it's only great if you have a Rebel Searcher. So yeah, Dark Withering is solid because now this becomes good. 3 mana kill anything. Get 2 lands. This card also becomes more interesting. Gotham Raiders now is great on turn 4. You can just flip this up, kill anything. So Dark Withering looks great. Not sure I'm gonna play this. This also now seems good. And the rest of the cards I'm gonna play, the only unsure is this. I need some way to combo with it because this is a madness and outlet, it's not great. You can just bounce your own lands, I guess, but you want your discard artists to do something. Like these cards do something when you madness a card, and this too also pays. It's an undercoasted card. I mean, 2/2 Black Haster was good in this certain age of time. You don't usually get these. So yeah, I like this start. And see here. Dristril Dahl, I remember that card. I think I like Urban Siphon Mage now. This is a fine card on its own. You can start throwing excess lands and drain them. But when you have 4 madness cards, it becomes much better. Yeah, put away this for now. I also love the fact that I'm just playing 2 colors. This is not a set that has a great mana fixing, so Snapback, the blue force of it. Stronghold Rats. It is a madness labor, I guess. And I'm also thinking about Mind Stab. That is a powerful card. Don't like. I mean, it is a madness and labor, but yeah, it is pretty good. I guess I should take it. The only thing I don't like about this card is that it can't block, but I guess I have 4 good madness cards. Okay, so I get it anyway. I think it's better than Trespass really. Simian Spirit. This picture is awesome. It looks like Lion King or something. I might play Mind Stab, I don't know. It's not the deck card this deck needs. I already have so much card advantage. 4 C's, Ancestral. Still think this is worth it even if you're not splashing, just because it thins your deck and whatever. Okay, I guess I just take Calcium. Okay, this is 3 mana, like a look at the hand, take anything, but it has madness, so I guess seems okay. And Piracy, sure. Sideboard card, Dread Return, Wheel. It may not play it, so I may not play it. In reality, it is a combo with Lorien Sentinel, but I don't think I need to do that. It's so bad when you don't draw a bounce spell. Relentless Rats. There is, however, I mean, two insane cards here in Sudden Death and Errant Ephemeron. And I think Sudden Death is just a better card. I only have one hard removal spell, and the instant speed of this works really great with the counter spells too. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Errant Ephemeron is awesome, but here's another thing. I think if people don't know this format, Errant Ephemeron might wheel. It shouldn't wheel, but if people don't know what they're doing, it might. But Sudden Death's not gonna wheel because it looks really good, and it is really good. Mystic Confluence, that seems like a bomb. I'm gonna take it, I think. Yeah, it's better than Brine Element. Isn't this card just a bomb? Yeah, I think it is. And Light Speaker. If I didn't take that, I might have to check my Rebel count. And Summoner's Pact. Okay. There is Icarus Slick though, that card is great. Let me just see what Summoner's Pact is worth. 1.41. Alright, well, sorry, that's another rare draft. These drafts are expensive. And I have 21 playables. If you look at this card too long, you become confused. So right now I have 5 Madness cards, 3 Reckless, 1 Dark Withering, and a Psychotic Episode. Two good mana fixers. Okay, so there is Foresee number 3, but I'm gonna pass it up. I think at this point I have too much card draw. Death Brutality is also fine, but I have a lot of Madness enablers, so it looks okay. Okay, here's some good green cards. Jesus, 3 good green cards. This card works with Suspend. It's most of the combo. We have Grave Scrabbler and Cryptic Annelid, and these cards, I think I have enough Madness enablers for Grave Scrabbler. I have Dreamscape Artist, Cloud Seeder, Steel Cavern Imp, and Urban Siphon Mage, Gaffin Raiders. Yeah, this card is good when you're Madness. It's 2 mana Gravedigger. If you don't, it's one of the worst cards that ever been printed. 4 mana too. Yeah. Okay, Bonded Fetch. Madness Enabler, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's a good one. This just gets Shadow, which seems weak, so. Let's see here. Another Traitor, huh? Might sideboard that. So, might cut a counter spell here. I don't think I need all these counter spells. I have too many, and I think Logic Knot is the worst one. Because this is a counter spell. This is sort of a counter spell. So I have 3, and I don't want 4. Oh, some good cards here. We have this, which is basically a Doomblade for a card that entered the battlefield. We also have another card which has Madness. But at this point I think I want a cheaper card. So even though Muck Drop is good, okay, I want that. And here we have Deep Cavern Imp, it wheeled. So yeah, I think though, let's see here, I think cutting Mind Stab now. And I guess Deep Cavern Imp is a better card than the Rats. Oh, so everything wheeled. I think Brine Elemental is good, best card though. Take the old Ailing Oddity. Oh, everything just wheels anyway. Except Errant Ephemeron, but that shouldn't wheel, so. Okay, I have to cut a card, it's gonna be hard. This card is sweet, but maybe it's the Spell Burst. Maybe this deck just wants to be proactive, not play any counter spell. looking really solid. I love this deck already. And the rare draft doesn't cost me much. I think. What did I pass? Brine Elemental. I got Brine Elemental back. Oh, I passed an Ichor Slick. Yeah, whatever. Okay, looks like a really solid deck. Sort by color, and I think I'm gonna go 7, 8. No mountain, of course. And this way I'm playing 9, 8 because I have an Urborg. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play first because I have so much card draw. Okay. No blue here, but as long as I draw 1 blue, I'm fine. Flames. No suspend turn 1. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna go Clouds here. I can actually madness out the Gorgon Reckless next turn. Or at the end of my, or in my opponent's combat step, and maybe ambush something. That would be good. No mana TIE Fighter. Green, white. Usually not the greatest color combination because not that much removal. Alright, let's see here if we can get her. And I get a free 1/1 flyer even if my opponent has a combat trick. It also has to give first. No, this each Gorgon Reckless even beats first strike, by the way, which is interesting because it triggers when you block or become blocked. So it even beats first strike, bow, it is a trade. Okay, there's Dirkwood Bailout. Let's see if my opponent attacks. So 5/5 suspend 5. You want to suspend it on turn 1, but my opponent obviously top decked it. It's always hard to know when you should suspend or not suspend. Okay, I can't blame my opponent for doing this because this is not the most known format. So this is just busted. So I get a Cloud Sword, which is a 1/1 flyer that can only block flyers. It was a sweet card in Macadian Masks. I played constructed decks with it, which was not a good idea. But you just put some auras on it. Okay, just gonna actually let's attack first. And see what happens. Okay. Fine. I'll put maybe some Sliver Brew here. So question is, do I keep an island here? I think I'm keeping everything else. The reason to keep an island is to be able to cast Mystic Confidence. Yeah, I think I can keep everything here. Maybe Street Wraith is weak. Yeah, I guess Street Wraith is just not good. Because, yeah, if I top deck some lands, maybe I would want to ship it. But now I can toss excess lands to my discard card. So. Also Remand, I didn't mention, but Remand is awesome against suspend cards. It's pretty good. Counterspell in general are better, but still didn't want to delete too many. Okay, here comes that again. Okay, let's start by attacking. Okay, so it becomes a shadow creature. I'm not gonna bother remanding that for, or a Mystic Confluencing that. I don't really care. And I also have a, if my opponent has a shadow creature, I have a pretty good blocker for it. So let's cast this, and I can start tossing excess lands if I want to. So remand means I don't need to keep Mystic Conference up, which is good. To spend this on free. Also, remand's not going to be great against Urborg Bailout at this point, but it might be okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna trade if I get the chance to. I don't want to get poisoned to death. Also, at some point I could also bounce my own Gorgon Rectus with Mystic Confluence and Madness it out, but... Oh, Kinda like, so I could drain or get a 1/1. I think I should get a 1/1 is better here. I think a 1/1 fly is gonna do more damage overall. Maybe I could have waited until my opponent's draw step, I guess. But this way, I don't know, maybe that was bad. I should have probably waited. Okay, so I'm gonna take Nantuko Shaman, because I'm not afraid of the battering sliver. Or am I? Yeah. Because I can just remand the sliver. I'm gonna play one more land. So that if my opponent wants to play around stuff, I can drain for 2. Or if my opponent can't play the battering sliver, but I guess it's coming here. Alright, I'm gonna remand it. Might as well. Oh, that's good. Yeah, this deck is looking great so far. Oh. 4, 2, and still think, okay, that's fine. It's a good blocker, but I'm just gonna kill it. And I think I'm just gonna do it at end of turn. Alright. At this point, I don't need to make more flyers, it's just a 2-turn clock. Because I can end of turn use Urborg. Put my opponent to 5, attack for 4, and then use it again. The old Bailiff's not going to do anything here. I can just take 5. Or block it with this. Gonna take a sweeper that can get around Mystic Confluence. I don't know what time shifted card exists. Maybe Supreme Verdict exists. Alright. Fine. It is a scary card, but this is not infect. It only gives 1 poison color no matter how much damage you take. So I'm not gonna show my opponent the Dark Withering here, even though I could get more value. Just gonna show him some swamps. Guess Urborg is not a swamp when it's not in play. Okay, so Naya's Liver Beats. Might be a matchup where I want this. It's an early play that messes and with their opponent's stuff, and it kills the Virulent Sliver, which could be important. Maybe I should take out 4 and 4C. It's blasphemy, I guess, but on the draw, it's not necessary. Guess I could also take out Wraith. Wraith is just a 3/4 cycler. Yeah, maybe that's better to take out. Alright. Gonna keep. I wish this 4C was 3/5 here now, but my opponent mulled 6 and yeah. Alright. I could even go to end of turn and get this into play. It's not a good play. Alright, so especially since I have sudden death. This was a greedy keep, but everything I've done so far in this draft has been kind of greedy. Okay. Let's see if we have to sudden death something. I kind of want to do it because otherwise I'm going to discard it for C and I can't even madness something. Oh, okay. Nice thing about sudden death, by the way, is that you don't have to play around pump. So I think I'm gonna use sudden death here. It just looks like I'm getting rid of a 3/3, and there's some cards I can't even kill. So let's just do this now, and so my opponent doesn't trigger something, raid or whatever. Don't know what everything. Okay. So, is that better than costing for C? Don't know. Don't think so. It's just, yeah, I know I can get Gorgon Reckless into play. Okay, so I kind of like all these except the land. I guess I keep these two because Cloud Seeder is kind of nice with the double Gorgon Reckless. Okay, the plot thickens. I'm gonna play Deep Cavern Imp. And attack. And then we will see what we will madness for the echo cost, but I have 3 good options, or 2 I guess. 2 Gorgon Reckless is 1 option. Take 2. Let's see here. I guess I just madness and Gorgon Reckless. It no reason to kill that thing. And then if I draw a swamp, I did okay. I guess I just attack. See what happens, and then might morph Brine Elemental. And that's 7 mana to morph up, but could happen at some point. Okay, killing, or yeah, basically killing that. Alright. I think I'm not gonna trade here. That is pretty safe. Okay. Now I think just these two, and we'll keep everything up. Remand, Dark Withering, Gorgon Recluse. Hope it's being very flooded here. Okay. Bonded Fetch, huh? And it's okay. Whatever. Like playing Bonded Fetch here. Sun Lance, okay. Nine, I think I'll discard Dreamscape Artist. Oh, it's looting, not rummaging, okay. Oh. Anyway, 7, okay. So there is split second in this format, so I could technically lose here, but I don't think so. Okay. Alright, just for the Robins. And you have to reveal the morphs, okay. Okay, on the play again. Yeah, I'm gonna ship this. This is better, much better. Though I am missing a Madness Outlet. I have everything else. So because of that, I think I'm gonna discard the worst card here. That is the old Grave Scrabbler. Because this is the only card that doesn't do anything without the Madness Outlet. I mean, the other cards at least do something, whereas that's just a 2/2 for 2. I'm gonna get an island here so I can cast Mystic Confluence. So next turn, I'm gonna cast Psychotic Episode. Probably. Unless that happens. So now I think I just go Deep Cavern Imp, and I could attack. I probably should. Reason to attack is I kind of want Deep Cavern Imp to survive here. Yeah, trading 2 for 2 is not what I want, but whatever. With Mystic Confluence, it is conceivable that I can play like a tempo game. Maybe draw a card, bounce 2 creatures. So. Okay, opponent pays Echo. And plays Landward Mentor. That's not a very scary card, to be honest. The only downside of Deep Cavern Imp is that it's not an ambush. I could have maybe ambushed something, but yeah. It is what it is. Okay. Well. Golden Rector is pretty good against pump spells too, because as I mentioned, this triggers anyway. It even works against First Strike. Doesn't work against black creatures, which is very weird, but yeah. Okay. There is lightning axe that kills it, I guess. Okay, that's decent. That's can block my Deep Cavern Imp. Okay, that's a Madness Outlet. Do I want to trade Deep Cavern Imp for that? I think that's okay. Because I don't have that much removal anyway, and now my Gorgon Recluses can even attack. And even my Gaffan Raiders, So I'm not attacking with this because I want to block with it, and I don't want to discard yet. I want to have Madness ready, so even though I could ambush, maybe at some point, it's interesting. Okay. Oh, there it is again. It's pretty good. I can get back anything. Let's actually only attack with that. I think if I attack with this, my opponent's just gonna block with these both, and even if I flip this up, it's I don't know. So now I'm gonna wait because there's no hurry to cast Psychotic Episode. This can be cast now at instant speed, and my opponent's got so many cards in hand that Lotus Bloom, interesting. And 2-1 that gets a forest, okay. It's fine. My opponent's getting his mana underway. But I'm gonna... I think get back the... I'm gonna Madness Gravescrell, get back Imp, and then I can start hasting a flyer here. Opponent is at 14, I think getting some damage would be nice. So let's discard Graves Grabber. Cast it. Get back Deep Cavern Imp. And just cast Deep Cavern Imp, I think. I think it's better than Bonded Fetch. And then attack with the... I actually think I can attack with the team here. Maybe attacking with the Graves Grabber is kind of bad. But yeah, I like attacking with these. Yep. I'm not getting Hellbent anytime soon, so... Bloom is 2 away. I think I want a psychotic episode a turn before my opponent gets Lotus Bloom into play. Oh, Kiki Cheek. That's cute. I hope I'm not getting twin combo, but my opponent can make a bunch of goblins now. So I guess my attacking days are over now for a moment. So yeah, I think let's guard the Gorgon Recluse. Okay, got all the madness cards here. So I guess there's no point in attacking with the Gorgon Recluse. Next turn I can kill Kiki Jiki if I want to. But we'll see. So Kiki is right now creating 2 goblins a turn. That is pretty annoying. Okay. Alright. 4/4. And, it's not the end of the world. I can just block that with Gorgon Recluse. Okay. Plains. Bloom is coming out next turn. Okay. Getting attacked for some amount here, but that's fine. Let's take 4. Okay. Land is good. So now I could... Let's start by attacking for 2 flying damage here. So I could Dark Reading, but do I really need to? I could also keep up Mystic Confluence. I don't think so. I think what I do is I cast Bonded Fetch and I'm gonna stop during my opponent's draw step and cast Psychotic Episode. So now I can take the best card. My opponent can get play instants, but Skurk Shaman, sit on the Wood Readers. I guess Wood Readers is the best card here. Okay, so now my opponent can attack me for a maximum of 5 if I block very conservatively. But yeah, so land would be great here. Then I can keep open Mystic Confluence and Dark Withering. I might even loot main phase. Yep, my opponent's drawing a land, by the way. Okay. Okay, land is massive here, so now I can attack for 2 and then have everything ready. My opponent is drawing a mountain. Has 4 unblockable cards. I think it's pass, because what's probably going to happen is Bone's going to use Kiki Jiki and then I can probably bounce the thing that gets targeted. No? Okay. Okay. Yes. Just kill one of those. And what I'll do is bounce 3 cards. Boop, boop, and boop. This is just the safest. I don't think I'm gonna get to counter much here. In this way, Kiki does nothing. I mean, it's gonna make a couple of goblins. Okay. So yeah, alright, so my opponent is red-green beats with Kiki, Lotus Bloom, some kind of cool combo element. Kind of want Spell Burst, it counters Lotus Bloom for 1 mana. It counters also Might of Old Crows. Piracy Charm is interesting, but it's not great against Monk War Marshal. So double Skirk Shaman. Again, Street Phrase seems bad. These Skirk Shaman seem problematic because can't be blocked. I have some removal, I guess. Maybe I just want Death's Portality. It can kill Kiki maybe, if I get it early. Don't think Lotus Bloom is even that big of a deal. My opponent needs it on turn 1. Okay, here's a nice Death's Portality. This is a nice hand if I can find another land. Only problem is that I don't have a Madness Outlet, but they may come. I have a lot of Madness outlets, Madness cards, and I have 2 enablers in my hand. Okay. Having a turn 2 Death's Portal is also nice. It's a perfect turn for it, of course. But goes for most 2-drops, but especially this, which has such a... It does a lot. Oh, there's another Madness enabler, I think. Still want the Death Spore in play. And may want to start Bonded Fetch. I might actually discard the Dreamscape Artist. It is kind of slow here. And then, again, no Madness enablers. Taking 2 here. So this gets a counter every upkeep, and then when you get the 3rd one, you can get a 1/1 and you can sack something to get -1 as well. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to play Bonded Fetch now. I want to wait on the Deep Cavern until I have a Madness Outlet. I'm going to discard Dreamscape Artist, I don't really need it. I have a Madness enabler, 2 of them. Okay, that's pretty good here. Oh yeah, it's looting, not rummaging. Okay, maybe I actually just got a Swamp here then. Opponent gets a 2 for 1. Discard. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, that's nice. So, I think I just cast that. I think Assassination is too slow now. But I like keeping the rest. I think Deep Cavern Rage is gonna be great. Okay, and they're still not trading. So yeah, I think Assassination is too slow now. Okay, alright, well, gonna have to kill that. I'm gonna get beaten down some, but if my opponent doesn't have removal for Deep Cavern Imp, I get to block with it. So now that thing needs to go. I think playing Deep Cavern Imp is great here, and I'm not gonna attack. Get rid of Dreamscape Artist, and now I'm kind of running out of enablers, but Mr. Confidence can draw me some cards if nothing else. Okay, that's not a problem. I can kill it anytime I want, basically. So, yeah. Not gonna make a separate just yet. Discard that. Oh, okay, that's cool. So, I think I want to cast that. Probably not attack. What? My opponent suspended Hypergenesis. The card does absolutely enough. Okay. Alright. Fine. That was surprising. Now, if I draw a land, do I play it? The reason I'm asking is because I have Gaffron Raiders I want to do, but I also have Brine Elemental. I actually think I do, because it also means I get to hold up in sudden death. And now I am gonna kill, gonna do like this. And then attack with Flyer. I mean, my opponent suspending Hypergenesis means that my opponent has basically nothing in hand, I think. Unless there's an 8-drop. This card is not even good on turn 3. Well, anyway. My opponent may get some insane thing into play. This is what it is. Oh, there is something. Red Achroma would be bad. Okay, that's fine. I mean, probably just gonna kill at end of turn. What else am I killing? This is not a Doomblade in the sense that it can't kill anything. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. I'm out of I have a Madness Enabler, never mind. Okay, so let's attack. And I guess it's... No. I'll do it like this. I want to hold open Mystic Confluence. Though, if my opponent gets something insane in play with this, I might want to bounce it. But what could it even be? Okay. Well, never mind. Okay, with 2-0, I'm going to see you for the final soon. Okay, it must be nice to be on the play every game. And this hand is sweet. We can go Bonded Fetch or Gaffron Raiders, and at some point get a creature in our graveyard. Could be with the Bonded Fetch, then get it back with Graves Grabber. It is not the fastest hand ever, but this is not the fastest format ever, I think, unless things have changed. And no suspend turn 1. This is the Shades of Trocaire, which is good. Okay. Still no play on turn 2, but now I have land number 4. Okay, so I'm gonna try and ambush that. It may not work, but okay, there's an unblockable card, which I like. And I'm not wanna cast Bonded Fetch either, because my hand is kind of great, and now I have Graves Grabber to get back Street Wraith if I have to cycle it. Okay, opponent's probably not attacking here. Oh, it is. Okay, nice. Now I get to eat that, and I think I'm gonna discard Street Wraith because I can get it back. Nice. I didn't think one point wanted to attack with his Rebel Searcher, but okay. So let's attack, I think. And then I wanna cast Bonded Fetch, I think, but probably not use it, because next time I can Graves Grabber back Street Wraith. This is a very annoying card, because it means that my opponent can redirect damage from this to another, and it also has flanking, so it's a kind of annoying card. So yeah, now Oh, okay. I think I'm just passing then. And keep Remand up and get back wraith. I'm gonna take 2 though because I can't block it. But I'm winning the card advantage battle. However, okay, that's annoying. I think I'm gonna remand it. Because my opponent can't play it this turn. I want to remand more expensive card, but okay. Okay, let's discard Grave Scrabbler. Cast it. Get back wraith, which I'm probably just gonna cast next turn. Yes. And attack for 2, might as well. And then cast it 3 for unblockable. Gonna probably loot away as island at of turn. Seems like I have enough. And if I want to attacks with this, there's not too many combat tricks in this format. Okay, that's 2 to unblockable. Yeah. Okay. Gonna lead with foresee, I think. And put all the lands on the bottom. Do I keep Dreamscape Artist? I don't think so. But now I have Gorgon Recluses for days. So here's the thing. I can't attack with Grave Scroll because if I do, my opponent blocks with this and redirects 1 damage to another creature and my creature just dies for nothing. So I can't attack. But I have a good blocker in Gorgon Recluse for this. So if my opponent attacks with this, I can block with Gorgon Recluse. And even if there is damage redirected, I can still kill it with the ability. So I hope my opponent attacks with that. But it doesn't look like it. Okay. That's a good play. Conservative good play, I guess. Okay, I have some answers for that. Oh, okay. Well, at this point, I don't think this matters too much. It's going to be a race between... oh, that's interesting. I think for now I'm going to discard that. Because I could actually attack with Gorgon Reckless here. So my opponent's probably going to tap Street Wraith. Let's go to combat. And I think I can attack because there is no good blocks here. And then I can play this. I think playing 1 land here is fine. And then I have Madness to put blockers into play. And I'm going to see so many cards between this. It's basically drawing me a card every time I put this into play, by the way, if you didn't know it. Okay, Knight of Circe is suspend. Interesting. So that means, okay, well, gonna okay, my opponent just scooped. Okay, so the deck is humming pretty good. My opponent is black-white, kind of aggro, had a bunch of 2-drops, good blockers. I think I may want the 1/4 here, just the card that scries a lot. Because it just blocks everything. Piracy Charm doesn't kill anything, sadly. Also Death's Portal might be good. It could get around Indestructible too. May want that over, like, this is kind of slow. I could also take out a foresee. It's good, but it's, as you can see, I never had time to cast 2 anyway. Yeah, and this is too slow, I think. So yeah, like this. I think the attack my opponent made was kind of bad. Maybe I should actually put in the minus Piracy Charm for the Amorous Scout. Yeah, maybe. I gotta keep this, I think. It's bad, but... So Piracy Charm kills the 2 on Rebel Searcher. That could be very important. I have to think about that for next game. Which it kind of looks like it's gonna be game 3 here. My hand is bad, and it looks like here's a knight on turn 2. No, or definitely putting in Piracy Charm now, I think. Okay, yeah. Alright. We are in trouble. My opponent is aggro, and it's really surprised my opponent just wanted to trade when my opponent has so many rebels in the deck. No, Lingering Souls, I'm dead. I'm so dead, it's not even fun. If my opponent finds a sword. Yeah. This is not beatable. Okay. No, oh. Well, I don't think we're winning this game. So now it's a 2/2/2 flyer, and if it dies, my opponent gets a 2/2. Okay. Yeah. So sudden death, I mean, it's not even solution. I guess these 2 cards, I have to keep them. Deep Cavern, I guess, blocks, but we're gonna have to go back for the well for the last game. Okay, so there's, yeah, this is just game. Yeah. Okay, so I can play Deep Cavern Imp and then die. Because if, yeah, whatever. Alright, see if we can free. Alright, back to the drawing board. So, Psychotic Episode is not very good against my opponents again. It also isn't good against Lingering Souls because it still goes to the graveyard. So, I think if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna either have my opponent not draw Lingering Souls, or... I mean, I guess I could be able to block it with Deep Cavern Imp. Ramon could be good against the Flashback too, because the Flashback gets exiled anyway. So... I think this is okay. I still only want 1/4C in an aggressive matchup. So yeah. Oh, should I gamble here? If I Street Wraith into an island, this is awesome. If I don't, I lose. And then I also need another land for Deep Cavern Imp. Gorgon Wreck. This hand is so grossly good if I can find a land. This is tough. So 16 lands. It's fine if I draw a land in the next draw step. So I'm like 50% to draw a land immediately. And if I miss, I am a little more than it's 6, and it's exactly 50%, so it's like 75% I'll draw a land in my next 2 draw steps, and then it's 50% that I draw a 3rd land. So I have like a 40% chance to so it's so it's like 75% that I hit a land in on turn 2, and then on turn 3 I have like a around 40% chance. So yeah, I'm gonna keep. It's risky, but I think I have to do it. And because this hand is so insane if I find lands. Okay, I find a swamp. It's not what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. An island next turn is still okay. Okay. Okay, it's a swamp, so now this Assessor Vision is not gonna do much, but now I can at least play a game of Magic. So, turn 3 Deep Cavern Imp, smash, discard Recluse. Craven is my opponent's deck is just sweet. Okay. Well. And then later in the game I can get back Streetfish and start attacking maybe. This is coming out in 1 turn, okay. I can't block that because it has flanking. Lingering Souls? No. Okay, free one, can discard to give it shadow, okay. I have a blocker for that if my opponent don't want to discard a card. So I think this is better than the old Grave Scrabbler. Okay, well. Kind of funny if my opponent Mind Rod on me here. But, yeah. Okay. Oh, well. Alright. It's an uncommon. Yeah, the problem is I can also not even shump block that because my opponent can discard a card, so... okay, well... I don't even know here. 5, 7, 8. I mean... this is just game, I think. So, if I draw a Dark Withering, I can play Gotham Raiders and Madness it. Buy me a turn. Oh, I guess this is black. Never mind. I have basically no else. Maybe I should have taken out. Now my opponent has a lot of white creatures. I think I couldn't win this game. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, I can't feel too bad about this because there's no way I could win this game. Yes, no way possible. Even if I had Mulligan, I can't see a hand that beats that. Because I have nothing instant speed that kills this. Maybe Pirates is shown here. Alright, it was still fun. Thank you for watching. I love this format. It has a lot of sweet cards I love, so that was fun.